Hello! Shadowcat back with more RimWorld Space Program. And we're getting closer to the space part of it, so that's a good thing. The last time we were here, we put together the ship. And it's right here. And it's looking pretty good. We've got an engineering area, we've got engines on it, we've got fuel, we've got a storage area, we've got a kitchen, and we've got a very crude living area. So I know that when we go somewhere, we're going to have to let the engines cool down, and I know that that's going to require us to camp there for about a day. I think this is going to work. Now, we do have this generator on here providing us with a lot of power. What we're going to do with it, I'm not sure. But we have enough room on here for 4 people, and so I think it's about time that we start looking at possibly lifting off and getting ourselves into the air. We've got cargo pods down here. We have more steel coming in. We're going to need so much steel. I mean, we need so much steel just for, like, the regular ship. This thing is going to be just nightmarishly expensive. We only have 224 left, so I have to start looking at options. One of the things that I did do, and I don't have it on me right now, maybe I can put it up on the screen later, I'm not sure. I did sit down and make a spreadsheet with everybody's fulfillment needs on it. So now I can look at it at a glance and say, do I need something, yes or no? So, for example, we picked up these garantulin things. Seeds. These things. Garanlin. Right. And okay, that might have been a little bit of a bug there. Anyway. Hopefully that fixes the audio. If there was an echo there, I'm sorry, because that shouldn't have happened. Anyway. As I was saying, Garanlin seeds. We have these seeds here. Do we have anybody who wants to be tied to a Garanlin tree? And now I can go ahead and look at the spreadsheet and say, yes, JP. JP would like to be tied to a Garanlin tree, which is going to be awkward, to say the least. However, he does have a minor passion in plants, not to mention a 10, so yeah, might have to set him up a spot where he can grow a tree. We do have this pen over here. It's open. We're not using it for anything. Can we do that? Plant a tree. How much room do we need? More room than this. So we could plant it over here. It'd be a little inconvenient, but we could plant it over there. We were talking about taking that over anyway. Not that we really need the food, but we might need beds. Although we do still have that one's unowned, that one's unowned, that one's unowned, that one's unowned. We don't really need beds. What we do need is for resurrector serums to, you know, bring people back to life. We are working on that, as far as I know. Or we did work on it? No, we've got healer mechanites. And these are produced at a mechanite assembly bench. We should build one of those. I think I need to rearrange the, I need to rearrange this room. Which I started working on. We're going to move this over here. And that can actually stay right there where it is. Oh, good. Here comes the Constructoid. Perfect. And then this will flip around. These batteries have got to find a new home. I mean, they just do. They got to find a new home. For the time being, you know what? Over here is good. They do not need to be in there. They could be anywhere, literally anywhere else. So please move those. And this can go there. Now, there is a distinction between, where some of these things have to go. Like this drug lab, optimal room is a laboratory, which is great. We've got one of those. The same thing goes for the research bench. Optimal room, laboratory. I don't know exactly what the optimal room for the mechanite assembly bench is. We can find out, though. Optimal room... None. Okay, perfect. Well, you know what? We can go in here. Because it's going to need medicine and stuff like that regardless. It's going to need luciferium, too. How much do we have? 12. That's not a lot. But okay, This heater needs to move over here. I need the shelf space. I also have this hair that's self-tamed. Expedition to an abandoned laboratory. We might be able to make that work for us now that we have the ship. So anyway, like I was saying, I have a spreadsheet now with everything, or with what everybody wants. Does anybody else want the Garanland tree? Looking. The answer is no. Nobody else wants the Garanland tree, so it's just JP. And that's fine. We'll go ahead and we'll take care of that for him. Ein, would you please move this shelf for me? Thank you. This bench is going to go right there. And that's going to fill up that room quite nicely. Put some shelves over here for the mechanite assembly bench. And I think we might be able to actually make something. Actually, no. Don't we need, like, medicine for it? I think we need medicine for those, too. Did we ever get medicine production? Yes. We do have medicine production. Okay, we're good there. If we have medicine production, though, this shelf right here, we need cloth. So this is going to be cloth and critical. Perfect. We got tree sewing. Not the most helpful when we're trying to launch a ship, but sure. Okay, so for launching the ship, we're going to need a few things here. Launching the ship is going to be a ritual, and it's going to have required people. I'm thinking that we're going to go here first. It'll cost us 55 astro fuel, but we'll be able to go to the Mechanator complex. We load in there, we explore the complex, and then we leave. That's the idea, at least. Now, Kit and Kenzo. I'm going to go ahead and make a note here on my other screen that Kit and Kenzo are going to be the pilot and co-pilot. So Kit and Kenzo. I can't spell. Or rather, I can't type. Okay, now, who else are we going to need? Since we're going to explore this place, we're probably going to want some good soldiers. So, shooting accuracy. Who are my best shooters? Ein and Beatrice. Beatrice. Yes. Alright, so that looks like it's going to be our crew. It's going to be Kit, Kenzo, Ein, and Beatrice. Is any of that going to be a problem? You've got the charge lance. You've got a gun. The other two are both soldiers, so I know they can defend themselves. I think we should be good here. One thing that we're going to need is going to be medicine. Do we have any medicine at all? Not really. Like, not at all. No, wait, hold on, up here. We have 117. Okay, I can make that work. I can make that work. So, we're going to need to have another small shelf on here, actually, for medicine. I'll put it right there. Now, these should already be set up. You just need to load them. So we set all these to critical. And people should come and load. I need to open this door so they can get in there and build. And they're still bringing astrofuel. We currently have 456 astrofuel. No, 490. More than enough for us to get in there and get back. And that's the important part. We're going to bring food because we're going to have to cook while we're there. Hopefully have somebody who can cook. Copy. And paste. So that should bring us some some herbal medicine in here. As soon as they finish loading stuff, I think we're going to be good to go. In the meantime, this is done. Cool. What do we need here? Resurrector Serum is going to need industrial medicine. Okay. For industrial medicine, here we go. We need to have herbal medicine, cloth, and neutramine. So let's go ahead and put this up here under penoxysilene. Do until we have 10, I think. How much do we need for this? Resurrector Serum is 10, yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and set this up. Do this until we have 1. I don't think we can make any more than that. Actually, it requires 8 luciferium. I believe we said we only had 12? Yeah, we only have 12, so we can only make 1 of these. If we can make 1, though, that will be a great success. Of course, we are probably about to take our people out of here that are going to be doing the work, so overall, not the greatest plan I've ever had, but still, it's a plan. Alright, are we still loading these? Contents, 6 out of 8 stacks, 6 out of 8 stacks, 6 out of 8 stacks. Come on, how long does it take to load the freezer? Oh, genetic creation. Create new hybrids with the genomorpher. Gestate them in an electro room and create boosters at the genetics tinkering table. Interesting. We do have people, like, one of the things that I'm struggling with right now is I have, let me check the page again. So Beatrice has a fulfillment that says become inhuman. I have no idea what that means or how to do it. Bender has become sanguinophage. That one I do know how to do, but it requires us to have a specific event. Who else has something? Jones wants to become a grandparent, wants to become a leader. I mean, that's on you, not me. McCarty. McCarty wants to become a fungoid. I have no idea how you become a fungoid. I really don't. And Kenzo has become a sanguinophage as well. And I can't, I need the event in order for that to happen. Technically speaking, if one of them, either Kenzo or Bender becomes a sanguinophage, then one can bite the other and turn them. Because sanguinophages are basically just vampires. But I need one of them to become a sanguinophage first. Okay, though. It looks to me like this is done. Well, no, it's not done. I guess it's going to be done enough. Let's see. Total mass of 18.96 kilograms. Cannot store items above a mass of 100 kilograms. We're nowhere near that. I don't know. I think we've hit the limit on that, which is fine. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. It is currently 2,200 hours. This is rec time for everyone. Actually, it's sleep time for pretty much everyone. I think we'll hold off on launching the ship until morning. I'll take a look and see how this is going down here. We got our penoxysilene made. We need the medicine still. Who can even do medicine? JP, can you do medicine? What were the requirements for that? It requires 4 in both crafting and intellectual. So, intellectual. Looking. Kit, obviously, but Kit doesn't do anything else, so Kit's out. Kenzo has 14 in research, but nothing in, or 2 in crafting. So he's out. I need to find someone in the middle. So, like, Iggy has 6 in crafting, 7 in intellectual. Iggy could do it. However, Iggy's not going to because Iggy's really not turned that high. Your skills can actually go up a little bit. So can your cooking. Guess it's been a while since I checked on these. A lot of 5s turn into 4s, which is good. That means that they're learning things. Okay, so Ein, you do crafting, but do you have the skills? No, you don't. That should be up for you, actually. JP, you actually do have both the crafting skill and the research, or the intellectual skill. You could do this. And Bender, you don't have the passion, but you do have the crafting skill, and you also do not have the intellectual. So I guess it's going to be JP. Or nobody. So if JP gets to work on crafting, then we might be able to revive somebody. But okay, I've got bots that are recharging. Do we have anything left to resurrect? Bender. No, you're full up. We have all of our bots back. Cool. I will take that. That is good news for a change, and I desperately needed the good news. One thing that I am going to do is I'm going to come put a shop up there, because when we do get a resurrection serum, I want to put it up there. It should be close to where we're going to need it. And just so that I have this, toxifier generator. Create toxifier generators which generate electricity but also spread pollution. We have enough trouble keeping up with the pollution we've got now. Stockpile. Clear all. Critical. corpses. I want human-like corpses. But I don't want strangers or slaves or anything unnatural. I just want colonists. Alright, 6 a.m. Looks like everyone is up, so I think it's time for us to fly, assuming that we can. So let's do this plan again. We're going here. Kit and Beatrice. Well, Beatrice, you're already coming. That's changed. Your piloting ability is 132%. What about Kenzo? 125. Well, okay, in that case, Kenzo and Ein. I need Kenzo and Ein. There's Ein, so... Okay. You're staying, you're staying, you're staying... Alright, that should be it. No GravTech research project selected. Launching the ship. Right. I forgot. That's how we do this research. We need to go to GravTech. We already have GravShip power, which is good. We got a little bit of start on this. However, I think GravShip Living should be next. This will give us faux plants, sealant poppers, with microelectronics, which we have, comms terminal and wall orbital trade beacon, with complex furniture, which we have, crew bunks, crew lockers, and a GravShip shelf. This seems like the best one to do. Okay, let's try this one more time. So, Kit and Beatrice. So, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. We're keeping Ein. You're gone, you're gone, you're gone. You're gone, you're gone, you're gone. Alright. That's going to be our crew. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Cancel that, because I screwed up again. One more time. Clear, clear, clear. Clear, 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 clear. Also... do not force visitors to leave, do not board any animals, and do not board the mechanoids. Okay, now let's try it. And Cork started a fight with McCarty. Can you stop? Why is this such a problem? Oh, nobody loaded any herbal medicine on here. I guess we'll find some on the way. Okay, everyone needs to get off of this ship. Alright, you sure you want to launch? We're leaving all this behind. It's fine. Yes, launch. Let's do this. Finally. There it goes. That was so cool. So it flies like a transport pod. Okay, now we have to pick a landing. You can land almost anywhere, but there are some things that it can't land on. Like you want to crash into a mountain, you can't land on ground effects like that. There's that. Maybe we should put it down up here. I'm gonna put the ship right here, I think. This seems like a good place. Okay, confirm landing. We did it! Woohoo! Did we get into research for that? Yeah, we did. We got 17 research for it. Excellent. I wonder how we make that go up further. Okay. Where is everyone then? They're putting stuff in the freezers. Okay. In that case, some things that we're going to need is going to be heal root because we didn't get any. Go harvest some. Supercar wreck. This thing. What else is on this map? Steel walls, iron walls. How long are we going to be here? We're going to be here for a day and a half. We could probably bring some stuff home with us. Like, all of this steel wall, we could break this down. And I think we will. We're going to break this down and take it with us. If we're going to be out here, and we are out here, let's make the best of it. So all of this iron wall, deconstruct this and bring it with us too. What's this? Marble? I don't care about marble. This must be marble as well. It is. That must be slate. There's some components down here. In fact, there's components in a couple of places. So, lots of work to do. Gill rot. A parasitic fungus called gill rot has appeared among the local fish populations. While harmless to humans, the fungus will cause fish populations to steadily decline for some time. Low fish populations will make fishing less productive. I don't even really know how to fish. Would it be production? Zoning? Because I know that we researched it, didn't we? I think we did. Fish. Oh, no, we didn't. Unlocks a fishing zone. Okay, well, that's fine, because fishing is boring. Kenzo. Relaxing socially. If all you're going to do is relax, you might cook something? Maybe? Just a suggestion. Where are our people? What are they doing? Okay, so you're still harvesting heal root. Probably good. How much is on the ground already? That was it? All this time you've got one? Have you butchered every heal root that you have come across? Well, that's not good. Nobody has any plant cutting skill. Okay. This is pointless. Stop wasting your time. You're never going to succeed at anything. You know what they say, if at first you don't succeed, it was never meant to be, go do something else. Beatrice is cooking, though, which is fair. Beatrice likes cooking. These shelves are currently not set to hold anything. Hold everything there. You don't need to have corpses, you don't need to have chunks. Everything is going to be low. But since there's no other storage, I mean, that's going to do the job. Hops is rotted away in storage. Alright, what are people doing? Ein, you're doing that. Didn't I give you people, like, construction jobs to do? Go break things down? "83 degrees outdoors, 106 inside there. That is hot. It's even 88 degrees inside here. It's not fantastic. Do we need to install, like, some kind of cooling? Okay, here's something I'm going to do. I'm going to turn down hauling a couple of ticks. And it doesn't really help Kenzo, but it does mean that Ein and Beatrice will be able to go out and do things like construction without turning around every 5 seconds. That being said, 9 o'clock. Everyone's either doing rec time or going to bed. Recreation, actually. Crap, the Holy Horseshoe Pin. There's some trees around us. Chop them down. We need the Holy Horseshoe Pin. In the meantime, how are things going back here? Has any medicine been made? No, no medicine has been made. Why would medicine have been made? And since everyone is sleeping now, I really have no idea what anybody was doing. Also, last time, people were eating all of our insect jelly, so now McCarty has no insect jelly. So McCarty's back on a timer. I thought that I had McCarty set for years to go. Nope, everybody ate McCarty's food. For reasons that I cannot even begin to fathom because they shouldn't have been touching it. Yak beef rotted away. It's fine. I don't know why it wouldn't go in the fridge, but it wouldn't go in the fridge. It says 5 out of 8 stacks. But for some reason, we can only fit 6. I don't know. There's something on here. Maximum stack size is 3. Do this again. Maximum stack size is 4. Is that what we needed to do? I guess I'll try that and see what happens. Do we have some wood? We have some wood. Okay. Perfect. Recreation. The Holy Horseshoe Pin. At least as soon as somebody will actually build it. A psychic storm. You've got to be kidding me. That's not good for us. That's not good at all. Set everyone for danger close. Actually, no. Was it up here? It's up here. Oh, that's even worse. Naturally, as soon as we launch the ship, something's going to come and destroy it. You guys are sleeping. Hey, Kenzo, you want to go ahead and build this thing before I get really, really angry? Thank you. That's all I really needed. Cancel his designations. And, since this is the place under attack, restrict everyone. You, didn't have your stuff set up. You're not a night owl, are you? You're too smart, you're abrasive, you're a dog person, you're an occultist, but you're not a night owl. Okay, now, this psychic storm. What's it gonna do? Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13. Why do all these say 9? And that's what I was afraid of, an Archon raid. This is what killed Weirin. Not specifically, but it was the wound left by an Archon that weakened Weirin to the point where Weirin died. This is why I brought along combat pawns. Except for you, because you're slow. You have a peg leg. That's going to be a problem. Where is it? Up there. The terrain is not going to be friendly. But that's alright. Neither will we be. And we lost meat storage. Okay, should be coming into weapons range. There we go. Right here. Okay, we broke the shield. Start pulling back. Oh, never mind, it's dead. Well, it's not dead, it's downed. Holy crap. Okay. If we could capture you, and we could convert you, that would be unreal. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Furniture. I'm gonna put a spot right there. We're gonna turn this into prisoners. Who's my fastest mover over here? Kenzo. Congratulations, you're it. Capture. There's an Archaea blade over here. We're gonna have to get you home. Well, we have one medicine. Do what you have to. Who's my best doctor? Kit. Kit is my best doctor. Okay, go to work. You are missing an arm. Your right arm. Oh, that's terrible. That's my favorite arm. And now we have another raid. This one is back home. What are we up against? A group of tribal humans. This isn't great. Kind of figured as soon as we took the ship somewhere that something was going to try and murder us. The mechanoids will help, though. Meanwhile, over here, that's taken care of, so let's pay attention to home. Actually, how far do you guys reach? Actually, you reach really far. So you're good. I'm gonna put you there. I'm gonna put you there. Okay, here they come. All right. Bots, intercept. Oh, they breathe fire. There's impids in there with them. Or are they all impids? I thought it said baseliners. Hold on. No, they're all impids. All they're going to do is come here and set fire to everything. Well, fortunately... mechanoids don't burn. However, this is not helping us. Need them to come where everyone can see them. Okay. They're leaving. Good enough for me. Everything's on fire. Put the fires out. Except for Cork, obviously. We didn't lose anyone, though. We didn't lose any mechanoids. We lost a bench and 2 shelves. Is there any reason for us to, like, save you? You're from the Flame Home of Juleth. The Flame Home of Juleth is permanently hostile, so no, there's not. There is absolutely no reason to save you and send you home. Alright, meanwhile... we need to finish up our task here and go home. Send everyone back to that. Let's peek. Okay. Nothing in here. All right. Let's try this door then. Mechanoids. Let's just close that door. Great. Building's full of mechanoids. That one's filled with mechanoids. I think. No, wait, just mechanoid scraps. Slag chunks. Wait, Mechanator casket found? Where? No, no, no. No, no. Okay, well, we're not done yet. Go ahead and peek in there. Don't see anything. Go ahead and peek in here. That's an unstable power cell. Go ahead and peek in this door. That's another large mech gestator. Peek in this door. Alright, close that, close that, close that. That just leaves that room up there. Peek in this one. Another unstable fuel node. Where exactly was the casket? Slag, slag, slag. Gestator, gestator, gestator. Slag. Oh, it's right there. It's buried under that stuff. Okay. It's fine. Let's see if we can crack this thing open. Which, by the way, are we ready to leave? In 1 hour. Open this up. Hopefully don't trigger anything. Okay, we just triggered that thing, apparently. Extract the mech link. We need to leave here. Okay. Grab this stuff and we're leaving. If we can get out of here alive, I will call this a success. Those two mechs are still sleeping. Glad we didn't come in that door. Okay, the Airborne Eagle is ready to go. We have the mech link right there. Alright, let's do this. Launch. Can't go that far, but... begin. Oh, also, uncheck all of these things, just in case. Yes! Okay, the grav ship is in launch. You can now decide whether you want to keep the previous map around or discard it. If you keep it around, it will be present as a colony map until you abandon it. If you discard it, it will be replaced with an abandoned colony or abandoned settlement. Return to the original owner, turn back into a special quest location, or destroyed. Please note that keeping several maps open may affect your performance. Discard. We don't need it. Okay. And now, we'll just go ahead and put the ship right back down where it was. And there we go. We're home again. We did it. Okay, we need to take our prisoner and put him... Oh, we didn't grab his sword. We left the sword behind. Hein, would you please take our prisoner somewhere else? As for the rest of you, you have other rooms to go to. Please go to them. We'll close this door. That way nobody comes back in here. We have got to get you a different leg. Maybe we should be working on prosthetics next. Where would that be? Prosthetics. We do have basic prosthetics. None of those are a leg, though. We need simple prosthetics. Begin researching this. Okay. Prisoner. Let's go ahead and recruit him. Alright, you got your go juice. Good. I'm glad to see you on the go again. I'm glad to see the base is still in one piece. You know, more or less. Only problem is, who's actually going to be doing the wardening now that, we lost our warden? Scream. That's a dismal prospect. I'm going to leave things alone. If I have to turn it up, I will turn it up, but for the time being, it's fine. Also, did I have anybody else who wanted to be a Mechanator? Let's see. Obviously, Bender wanted to. But if I check the fulfillments, Ein, no. Cork, no. No? Looks like nobody else wants to be a Mechanator, so we have a free mech link. And nothing really much to do with it. So, cool. Awesome to see. So now, what are we going to do with the ship? Obviously, we need to refill the tanks. That's going to be just a matter of time because people have to refine the fuel. But there's already 129 astrofuel over here, which is pretty much what we just spent, I think. So we should be good there. Also, are we out of wood? Apparently we're out of wood. Orders. Chop all wood in the home area. 5 trees. That's not encouraging. Ooh, JP has an inspired recruitment. JP, let's not waste that. Come chat with our guest. Now, your social is not great. It's not the worst, but it's not great. However, with an inspired recruitment, there's possibility here. So let's take a moment. We'll take a moment. Clear that out, clear that. Clear that, clear that. Clear that. Clear that. There's nothing left that's really important. Come on, JP, what can you do? Oh my good. He succeeded in the first try. Okay. We have a new recruit. Wow. Okay, so, your name is Zalray Lackey. You're an Archon. So what exactly is an Archon? Actually, let me just go back to this first. So, a complete mystery whose earliest recorded appearance has been tied to the development of archaeotechnology and the first occurrences of transcendence. The Archons are an enigmatic race of quasi-humans capable of moving between dimensions. They have optimized physiology for psy-casting and are renowned for extreme levels of aggression even amongst themselves. So, what does that give us? Transcendent. Carries this gene of a direct link to this in archaeotech, and part of their essence exists outside of our dimension. They're capable of using Archon equipment. In the event of death, they skip back to another dimension, only to return unscathed after some time has passed. They have a natural psi-link, which is why you have a psi-cast tab over here, and we'll have to pick something. Archon makes sense, because only an Archon can use it. We'll unlock it. You have the word of trust. Awesome. Getting back to the Archon. Leap, jump, legs. You can just naturally jump. Extreme meditation, high entropy capacity, extremely size sensitive. However, Maniac carries this gene, lack any sort of empathy. They do not care about the suffering of others and take no pleasure in socializing with others. Extremely aggressive. They are incredibly aggressive and offended by almost anything. They will always respond to insults and slights with a social fight, and will not hesitate to use their melee weapons to get their point across. Mental breaks are always violent. They're really fast in melee, they're really bad with shooting. If one were to become pregnant, which he's a male, so that's not happening, long pregnancy, but early maturity. He's going to be interesting. So here's what we're going to do. Already, like, you're miserable. You used a drug. Well, it's penoxysilene, probably, so all I'm going to say is get over it. No drugs. Okay, we got you there. Insufficiently scarified, missing a fire emblem, and no cleric. You are going to be a great candidate for conversion. And, oh, we don't have anyone to do the conversion. We have a ton of iron that nobody's smelting. We had this problem last time, too. I thought we needed steel, but I guess we don't for the moment. What we do need is going to be more engines, I think, for more range. And I think we can manage that. Here's what I think I'm going to do. Let's move this over. And then we're going to break this down. Break this down. We'll add a couple more engines. We will add a couple more engines. Oh, also while I'm thinking about it, make sure to change this too. Let's see. I keep losing my moral guides. Who's next in line to be a moral guide? So... highest to lowest. Scream, not you. JP. With a 5. That's a sad social commentary. Okay, anyway. Can we rebuild these? Yes, we can, but we don't have the steel right now. Why don't we have the steel right now? Because nobody's making the steel. And Ein, you are miserable. Children assigned to recreation. Just stop, okay? You're awful. Also, your mother Gabby died. Yes, your mother Gabby did die, and I'm sad about that too. However, Gabby is... that's PC Unicorn, that's Weirin, that's Watts. I guess we didn't get to... or we didn't keep Gabby. Makes sense, because Gabby wasn't one of us. Can't do anything about that. You're still working on simple prosthetics. That's good. I need steel. Actually, what is it that I need? We could really use a boost. Do we get a mood boost if we do a successful roll change? I guess we're gonna find out. JP, you are gonna be the newest human resources. Everybody get in here. Alright, so, successful rule change. No, nobody gets a mood buff for that. That's okay, though. I do think that I've got this set too far back. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move that down. We'll move that down. We'll move all this up. And a rainy thunderstorm rolls in. Well, that's okay as long as it doesn't strike anything important. We only have enough room for like 9 more pieces. We'll have to work on that. Fine, what are you doing? You're cutting stone blocks. Okay, I don't need stone blocks. I need steel. Like, what do we need stone blocks for? Really, tell me, what do we need stone blocks for? We need steel for everything. It's your rec time now. I'll let you go do rec because you're already stressed because everything on here... There's so many people I should really be converting because your ideologies just are not compatible. Also, I can't help but notice that, like, there's nothing growing. We have these huge bare spots in our fields. Nobody has been doing planting. At least we still have lots of extra food for the time being. We should be able to go for the better part of a year, I think, without worrying about food. And, right, I need to get you weapons now. Now, you don't do well with firearms, but you do great with melee weapons. So... there's a bio-coated plasma sword there, but I can't give that to you. Here's what I think we're going to do. I have this poleaxe. Take the poleaxe. And take a pistol as a sidearm. And that should satisfy your need for defense. Although, if he's going to respond with violence every time he gets offended, I should give him a club. I don't know. I have to think about that one. Anyway, though, I am over time, so I think about time that we put this aside. We had our first flight, and it went well. Ish. No, actually, it went well. It really did. It went well. We got everything that we needed. We tested the engines, the ship flew, the ship made it back, we got a mech link even though we don't really need it. We picked up an Archon prisoner. I mean, who saw that coming? Overall, we did good. We did good. So, if you want to see what happens next time, because I'm eager to take the ship out again, we have this expedition to an abandoned laboratory. I kind of want to take the ship to it. Assume, of course, it'll reach. That's going to be the real key. We need to figure out how to go further. I think the engines are the key. So, if you want to see what happens next time, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, that way you get notified every time these videos come out. If you know somebody else who's also into RimWorld, then share this video with them. But if you like me, you like what I'm doing here, leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below. I'll see you next time for more RimWorld Space Program. Until then, take care.